Fellow Ambazonians, my dear beloved brothers and sisters, this is the voice of your servant, President Iya Mariantan Jumia. Unfortunately, we just witnessed on Saturday, June 25th, the recent escalation of ethnic violence in the long-lasting Mesaga Olitri tribal land dispute into ethnic violence leading to the fratricide carnage of about 30 civilians, including 5 Nigerian citizens, and the torching of several houses in Akwaya LGA. This interim government condemns in the strongest terms infighting and fratricidal acts, be it amongst the civilian population or amongst the Ambazonian restoration forces. Our heartfelt condolences go to the bereaved families. We put you in our prayers. We will engage in a reconciliatory peace through Justice Conflict Resolution Mission with our brothers and sisters in Akwaya. We must love and protect ours no matter some few inevitable man-made differences. The enemy is increasing directly or by proxy her massacre on our own people and land of origin, with impunity and with an apparently conscious silence from the international community, including even some international humanitarian organizations. We are still awaiting accountability from the Biya regime of the 40 Oku bike riders illegally arrested by the French Cameroon genocide military about 2 months ago. The burning of the Manfred District Hospital in Manu County on June 8, 2022 is still a very deep and painful sword in our hearts. La République du Cameroon military raided villages in the vicinity of Mondemba in Ndian County on a targeted carnage mission last weekend, terrorizing civilians and arresting 11 youths. Ngam and Touch of Oku got ambushed and murdered by the enemy forces. Let me give this assurance to the Biya Bulu Beti government and her genocidal military squad. Your days of patrolling Ambazonian territory for your targeted, satanic, inhumane carnage missions on the Ambazonian citizens is fast getting to an end, because this interim government and her never again generation of Ambazonian patriots are ready to sacrifice all it takes to activate a no pity, no mercy, no regret response to your barbaric actions, to ensure that you will be accountable to your citizens and to the world for the innocent lives and property lost in Ambazonian territory. On accountability, my dear beloved brothers and sisters, Ambazonians have learned a very painful but valuable lesson on the absolute need for transparency and accountability in the management of our liberation struggle over the past 4 years. We have learned that trust can be destroyed and our finances can quickly dry up as donors will begin to lose trust due to lack of highly accountable system. Big and small Ambazonian donors become more and more skeptical, and their burning desire to support the war may start dissociating. We are experiencing a liberation struggle that used to triumph on roads of gold, beginning to turn into a bowl of dust overnight. We all witnessed in the past months my predecessor repudiating an audit and doing everything he could to hinder an internal audit from taking place, including his unconstitutional attempts to render obsolete the same competent government institutions delegated with the responsibility of financial oversight, the Office of the Comptroller General, the National Audit Committee, and our supreme legislative body, the Restoration Council. Today, I am here to assure you all that this new administration of your IG must ensure against such events by building a foundation based on a sound accounting and financial reporting system. Accountability and action is our motto, and I will gladly share with you our conviction and discovery in these few months of our transitional tenure that a highly accountable system will be, for sure, guarantee concrete actions on the ground. It is not about how much money we have or dream to have. It's all about how diligently, strategically, and cost effectively and accountably we engage the funds at our disposal to maximize the outcome. In other words, the visible results in terms of ground action to bleed the enemy out of our territory. One of the main goals of our transitional mandate was to create robust, functional, hard-to-fraud, and most especially accountable institutions such that even if we're not here tomorrow, prosperity will hold that we created a hard-to-corrupt accountable system in the management of our liberation struggle, so that going forward, no single individual or persons will be able to fraud or misappropriate the finances of our liberation struggle. I am hereby today, 30th of June, after prior consultation with the leadership of the Restoration Council, the Office of the Controller General, and the Judiciary Council, officially calling on the Restoration Council Financial Committee to collaborate with the Office of the Controller General and the Department of Economic, Finance and Resource Development to open an internal audit on all funds raised during the first 100 days in office of this transitional government and report to the Restoration Council and the Ambazonian people at the end of the exercise. Everyone involved in any financial management or the handling of the people's finances, including myself, must be audited. I therefore call on all government officials and Ambazonian citizens to render themselves available and collaborate with the Restoration Council Finance Committee to facilitate this exercise. The Office of the Controller General, through our Restoration Council, will present the audit report to Ambazonians for accountability and transparency purposes. I am also respectfully calling on the Controller General and the Restoration Council to be uniquely positioned to oversee and operationalize our financial reporting system without any internal or external hindrance. It's our obligation and responsibility to provide accountability to the people who contributed their hard-earned money to sustain our God-ordained Ambazonian liberation struggle. My highest appreciations and honors to all devoted patriots, especially those sacrificing resources selflessly to free motherland Ambazonia. And I extend 21 patriotic gun salutes to our brave Ambazonian Restoration Forces and all Ambazonian restoration fighters boring the enemy La République du Cameroon with their blood on the front line for you and me to see a free homeland soonest. Longest live the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Shortest live the Ambazonia Restoration War. In God we trust.